After thousands of hours flying as a corporate pilot, here is what stays in my flight bag. I get asked this question all the time about products I use, links to bags, and all kinds of other stuff. So I'm going to break it down for you guys so you don't have to go through the multiple rounds of Amazon returns that I have done over the years to get the perfect setup from everything from eyewear to battery packs to bags. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I fly as a corporate pilot. I fly Part 91, which is private aviation. Basically means I'm kind of like on my own. I'm not like going through the normal terminal of the airport. I'm on the private side of the airport. I really don't do a lot of overnighting and I don't bring a roller bag because of that. I actually just bring a small backpack throughout the day. So this is like easy to fit under a commercial airline seat if I end up leaving the plane somewhere and then airlining home. And it's perfect for what I need for the day, which is pretty much what I do in my job. So this one's a little bit more professional. It's very clean, no logos. It's got a side handle as well as multiple compartments. So you can make it like a tote carry-on or a backpack, or you can carry it like from these top straps. So this is the one I like. I've tried a couple other ones. This has been very durable. I like no logos. I like a clean look. This is from TomTalk and it's been good to me. So let me open it up and show you what's inside. Okay, this top pouch is like all my miscellaneous quick grab things. So I have gum. I keep snacks around all the time because I don't know if I'm going to be delayed or maybe at an airport that doesn't get DoorDash or I don't have a car at. So as you can see, I've already kind of torn into this one and I like to keep healthy snacks around. I keep my AirPod Pros, which I love because they're noise canceling. So if I go on a commercial flight, I'm not getting blasted with noise fatigue all day. Also, I'm out on the ramp or in the FBOs waiting throughout the day. These are really good. I can sleep with them in the FBO and the noise canceling really helps. Okay, so that's the first pocket. That's kind of my random detritus that I just want to like grab at a moment's notice whenever I might need. Then let's go on to this first big top pocket. I keep a down jacket with me everywhere I go. So this is a pretty expensive jacket, I'm not gonna lie. This was a couple $100s, but it's very good quality. I fly in the Pacific Northwest where it can be really cold, like negative temperatures. But even when I'm flying in the summer, like I am right now, I always keep a down jacket because you guys know how you go from 100 degrees outside to an over air conditioned space, or like I said, if I'm airlining home, I want to be able to throw on a jacket, and normally I fly in like a golf polo, and so there's nothing worse than being cold. Also, if I'm napping in the FBO, I kind of throw this on. It helps me sleep a little bit. So this one is Mammoth. It's really good quality. Like I said, it's down, so it compresses really far. So I just shove this into the bottom of my flight bag and it's never damaged or anything like that. And it works great for me. The next thing I keep in here is my documents and my wallet. So I actually just got this new wallet on Prime Days. One of my friends who works in a branch of the government and was an Army officer with me linked this. So I'll add the link for you guys. It was only $18, which I think is pretty good. It looks very professional. And also, like, I keep everything in one spot. There is a place for my passport. So when I do international flights, I can just throw my passport in there and then I have everything in one spot. Okay, there might be a better method for this, but like this is where I'm at right now. I have my random Ziploc bag of all kinds of cords and attachments. So you never know when the plane can break down somewhere and you're gonna end up in a hotel, and you need to always have a phone charger, a watch charger, an iPad charger, and a charger for your external charger, you know? So you got a lot of chargers going on. And of course, in this day and age, like we can't just all be USB-C. We have like all these different connections and ports, and it's really annoying. So I just have one of each. I've got a large wall brick. I got this one on Prime again. It's Anchor. It's not an Apple one, and it's been great. It's a high-speed charger, and it does connect to all kinds of different imports, so it works well for me. And then I've got my USB-C and all my other different Apple cords. So it's not exactly pretty, but it gets the job done. Another random thing I have in my flight bag is a combination lock. So I like to go to gyms a lot throughout the day, and I never leave my stuff unlocked. I mean, I don't want to have my passport, my work credit card, all my personal items. Like if my wallet gets stolen, like none of us are flying home. So this is important, and I always lock my bags up, or you can use this at an FBO if you want to leave it somewhere. And next thing I always keep in my flight bag is a headlamp. So this one is Black Diamond. It is really good quality, highly recommend it. And it does have a red light function, which you're going to want because the red light will protect your night vision. So you're not going to have to be resetting it and taking 30 minutes to get your eyes adjusted every time you blast yourself with a white light. It also has a flashing function, which you could technically use for signaling if you were in a survival situation at night. Okay, in this pouch here, I also keep basic toiletry items. One thing I use all the time is a good quality sunscreen. So I have a very fair skin tone, just genetically, like my family is Irish by ancestry, so we're not real melanated, and that's just the way God made us, all right? But what that means is I am in an airplane, which is closer to the sun. There is much more solar radiation, and pilots are much more prone to skin cancer because of this. So I am putting this on multiple times a day. This one is by Skin Medica, and I like it because it also has a heat protectant in there. It protects for multiple types of UV, UVB, all the things. And so I've used this one. It's not too greasy. It doesn't break me out, but you guys need to be using this on your face, on your arms, anywhere that the sun is hitting, because like I said, pilots are more prone to skin cancer. So this is not just for vanity's sake, but it is also for your health. And then I just keep like a little toothbrush kit. You can get these at Walgreens or whatever. Okay, something else that I've just added this week, which I'm extremely excited about. I was always the buy cheap sunglasses on Amazon person until recently. The kind that I've found really started hurting under my headset. So I decided that I was going to get a nice, good quality pair of sunglasses, not just for the squeeze, but also I was out on the ramp one day and there was dust and stuff flying around and some of it almost went in my eye. And I was like, okay, I literally make a living with my eyes. Like maybe it's time to invest in something that like some of the construction guys wear. They're like sunglasses, but also eye pro. So I have looked around and I have found the best product. What they do is they make very functional items, meaning these are ballistic level eye pro. So they have a side panel as well, but they're also very aesthetic and they look good. Another thing that I really needed to find was unpolarized. So the other day I was flying in the jet. We also fly a CJ4 down to Las Vegas, and I put on my cheapo Amazon Prime sunglasses, and because of the way that the panels work, like the avionics screen, it was so dark inside and so bright outside that I was like, I literally cannot wear my sunglasses in flight. So I ended up taking my sunglasses off because I'm like, a girl's got to see. Very light blue eyes, as you can see. Like I said, the Irish ancestry, like sometimes is not working in our favor when we're in more sunny areas. I need a pair of sunglasses that protects my eyes from FOD, whatever the case may be. It is professional looking and very, very durable. So these are scratch proof. They're a very high quality glass. I need them to be a quality where I can see panels inside the screen and I can see outside the plane but not be blinded. So this is that pair. That's the case. It's also like super durable, all these things. So it can go in the bottom of my flight bag, which is honestly what I need. And then I have my knee board in here. So I'm a nerd. Sometimes I still use a knee board. This is from Sporties. It's like sort of a military style for when I used to instruct Air Force and Marine Corps pilots at initial flight training and screening for the Air Force in Colorado. And I love it. It's smaller. It's not like taking up the whole space. You can get the controls free and correct. You're not like running into things. The thing that you absolutely need as a professional pilot, or kind of like any professional, is you need a good external battery pack. Like I said, I did the Amazon return rodeo, so you don't have to. And this is the one that you need to buy. It's $29 and it's really, really good. This lasts for days. Okay, the last thing I keep in my flight bag is a good quality set of ear protection. So if you don't know, I was a field artillery officer in the military and that stuff was loud, if you can't imagine. Right now, I'm actually filming in the plane. There is a plane right across from me with both engines running, and it will be roaring loud on the ramp. So when I step out of this ramp, I'm going to be in that situation, like I said, where there's dust and stuff kicking up in my eyes, and that engine is so freaking loud, guys. It literally will cause hearing damage if I don't plug my ears. So maybe I sound like an old lady, but like you will never get your hearing back. So if this is an environment that you work in, any part of aviation, you really need to be wearing hearing protection. So I have a good pair. They're in a case. They're really easy. I like them, and I'll link those for you guys. Okay, guys, my client just called. They're 45 minutes out, so I'm going to be getting ready to leave Salt Lake here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this will help you. This is just the products I've liked. So if you do end up using any of these, like let me know what you think, because I'm interested in your feedback. Also, this channel has a wealth of knowledge of aviation experts, and people with a high degree of experience are followers of this account. So if you have a product that you're like, you need to have this as a professional pilot or student pilot through professional pilot, please put it in the comments and then let other people learn from your experience. Because in aviation, we all need to be learning from other people's experience, ideally. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Fly safely and have a great day.